What's up guys, welcome back to InvestingPH. We are almost at the end of the year, only 2 months left, and yet stocks are nowhere near pre-pandemic prices. But on the brighter side, if we set that aside and look at how the companies in the index are doing, both revenue and earnings are actually climbing up and even hitting all-time highs, surpassing their pre-pandemic earnings. So in reality, though prices are still lagging, if you look at the fundamentals, financials of most of the companies in our market, they have already recovered and started growing. In my portfolio, the only laggers in earnings are mostly in the real estate sector, but they are almost near recovery already. And by the way, you can see this data in Simply Wall Street. If you still haven't tried it, they have a lot of tools available for you, from portfolio tracking to getting updates from the stocks in your watch list, and a lot more. So sign up today using my link. They have a 14-day free trial of all their features, and if you do avail of their plan using my link, you get a 30% discount. What are you waiting for? Level up your investing journey with Simply Wall Street. Anyway, that's why I don't get affected by the day-to-day news that analysts and finance industries are bombarding us investors. They have all the stories to give you of why the PSEI dropped or rise this much. For me, these are all noise, because as a long-term investor, I am not thinking that I'm just holding a mere stock. No, what I am investing in are companies. So act like an owner of these companies. So the only thing I am listening to are financial reports of the companies I hold. Are they growing well? Or what are the new projects they are doing? Is the company buying back shares, like that, etc.? These are the things I look at. The things that are happening in the businesses I hold, not what other people are saying about them. As an owner, you should know these things. This way you get to get rid of all the noise and focus on what is important, and this helps in your mental well-being. Since you know the companies you hold are doing fine and are actually growing even more, instead of panicking when stocks drop, you would even buy more since it's cheaper. You are buying a sound business at a discount, and when you buy a stock at a discount, for a dividend investor like me, the greater the dividend yield is. So during times like this, I am really happy since I get to bulk up my portfolio with discounted companies, and the more I can increase my cash flow through dividends. You know, whenever stocks drop or if some companies I didn't invest in rise so fast, I always go back to the words of Benjamin Graham. The investor with a portfolio of sound stocks should expect their prices to fluctuate and should neither be concerned by sizable declines nor become excited by sizable advances. He should always remember that market quotations are there for his convenience, either to be taken advantage of or to be ignored. So remember this lesson. Market fluctuations are there to be taken advantage of, but if you don't have the right mindset and mentality, you are the one that will be taken advantage of. So do your best to take out the noise and focus on what is really important, and that is the businesses that you own, how they are doing, their financials, etc. Anyway, for October, my total invested money has gone up to 1,486,400, and with the market slightly going up, my returns are now at a positive 3.12% or 46,403 pesos. Now this is with most of the stocks I hold are negative. My portfolio is still glowing red. If you're wondering why my total return is positive, this is because of the dividends I reinvested, but more on that later. If I compare my portfolio to the PSEI, our index is still at a negative 24%. Now I also looked at FMETF. If you invested in July of 2019, you are still down negative 21.4%. Maybe in my next portfolio update, if I finish tracking the returns of FMETF, this is the one I'll be comparing my portfolio, since this I think also includes dividend reinvested, which I think the PSEI chart that I'm using isn't taking account of. So let's see if I can finish it for the next update to have a more accurate comparison with the index. For the stocks I bought this month, I bought MREIT, Costco, and AUB since the price went lower to my average price of it. Now if you've watched my previous update, I mentioned I am focusing more on dividend stocks, though I am planning to buy Megaworld again since its dividend yield is now more than 2.5% since the price plummeted hard. Hopefully I would be able to buy it while it's still very cheap. With that, these are all the stocks I hold. LTG still takes up the largest share, followed up by Megaworld, Aboitiz, and DNL. Since I've consistently bought MREIT, it now takes up 60% of my whole portfolio, and if we group it by sector, holding companies take up 29%, real estate 16%, bank 16%, REIT 11%, both energy and food chemicals 7%, and other sectors take up less than 6% share. Now for my dividends, one company paid me this month, which is Asia United Bank or AUB, worth 1,440. By the way, everything that I'm showing right now is already after taxes. So for 2022, total dividends received is 53,688.79. If we average this on a monthly basis, this is like earning 4,474 pesos a month. This is without doing anything. Just by holding these companies, I am getting paid. And there's also good news. 3 of my holdings have announced their dividends. Security Bank, Megaworld, and DMCI will pay another round. This will boost my dividends to more than 65,000 pesos. And this will make my monthly dividend income to more than 5,400 pesos. And I think Globe would still pay another round for this year since they usually pay 4 times a year. I'm really happy about this. I can already feel my dividend income, and this can help me out a lot in cost averaging. It's like a helping hand in your investment. Rather than just coming from my salary, my dividends is already giving me more money to invest with. So I would just continue reinvesting all dividends I get no matter what market cycle we are in. I would just let that dividend snowball effect to roll freely, because the more I reinvest dividends, the larger the dividends I get the next year. Now my goal is to earn more than 10,000 pesos before I reach 30 years old. I still got 3 years before that. And of course, my long-term goal is to eventually be able to retire using my dividends. This is not only surviving, but what I'm aiming for is a point where I can reinvest 10% of my dividends, this to continuously grow my wealth while still be able to finance my travels and be able to buy the things that I want. So right now, I just do my part well in investing in strong companies that can sustain their dividend payout and has a high chance to increase their dividend yield. Like Warren Buffett said, someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago, and I want to be that someone that is sitting in the shade, so I'll plant a lot of trees while I'm still young. So with that, this ends this update for today. I just want to go back to what Benjamin Graham said. The investor with a portfolio of sound stocks should expect their prices to fluctuate and should neither be concerned, and that we should always remember that market quotations are there for our convenience, either to be taken advantage of or to be ignored. So for us investors, we should take advantage of the opportunity given to us right now, wherein a lot of great companies are trading at a discount. And since you're buying great companies, you wouldn't be concerned by the ups and downs of the market. With this, you can stay with it long term, which is the best strategy for us small investors. So ignore the noise and take advantage of great opportunities. With that, I hope you've learned something, and if you did and still haven't clicked the like button, then I'd appreciate it if you do so before leaving. And if you still haven't tried out Simply Wall Street, try it now. There's nothing to lose. It would really level up your investing journey. Thank you and see you in the next video.